Absinthium artemisia. This ancient herb, also known as wormwood, has been a part of mankind since the beginning of history. This mythical element was brewed by witches, prescribed by physicians, heralded by poets, and cautioned by God.
The third angel sounded his trumpet, and a great star, blazing like a torch, fell from the sky on a third of the rivers and on the springs of water. The name of the star is Wormwood. A third of the waters turned bitter, and many men died from the waters that had become bitter.
This prolific herb was incorporated by witches, shaman, and primeval healers for its magical properties into incantations and potion making. Later, it would become highly prized for its medicinal qualities by physicians throughout history.
To ensure his love stand true and fast. Now remember, my dear, he must drink it thrice before the new moon.
Thank you, Vidma. You have given me salvation.
But such a powerful ingredient could not be left in the hands of false prophets. And in 1484, Pope Innocent VIII acted with a papal decree against witchcraft and heretics as his first order of business.
It has recently come to our ears, not without great pain, that in some parts of Upper Germany, many persons of both sexes, forsaking the Catholic faith, give themselves over to devils, and may exercise against all persons of whatsoever condition and rank the said office of imposition, correcting, imprisoning, punishing, and chastising.
As the Crusades swept through Europe, the Church instructed alchemists and monks to harness wormwood's power. Almost all magical knowledge of this mystical herb was driven to extinction, but its destiny could not be thwarted. The lack of religious inclination in Bohemia and Moravia allowed the possibility of some ancient recipes to be passed on. Some of the surviving recipes with wormwood made their way to Prostějov in Bohemia, where there was a small distillery known as the House by the Green Tree. Established in 1518, this small distillery kept them safe, eventually developing and evolving them into various potions, of which one would become the modern version of Czech absinthe.
Absinthe has a very colourful past that includes witchcraft, popes, alchemists, and the Bohemian artist movement. Now, throughout that past, there have been many ways to consume this, at times, illicit potion. What I'm about to demonstrate now is what is known as the traditional serve, or method. And this is how it goes. First, we take a nice deep glass. Then we use a perforated spatula known as an absinthe spoon. Place that on top. Then we take a sugar cube and put that on top of the spoon. Now we'll pour a shot of either Green Fairy, Darbel or Corona, making sure that the sugar cube is well saturated. And what we'll do is we'll allow the remainder of the absinthe to just drain into the glass, take a match and light the sugar cube. As you can see, Czech absinthe being of such high proof, the sugar cube lights almost immediately. Now what we'll do is we'll wait until that flame goes out, allowing the sugar cube to caramelize. That flame is starting to diminish, but you can also see that the sugar cube is starting to cook. The sugar is bubbling and caramelizing. There we go. That flame's just gone out. So now what you can do is just grab yourself a carafe or jug of some water and slowly drizzle that on top of the sugar cube in order to dissolve it. So 2 or 3 parts water to 1 part absinthe. There we go, that sugar cube is all broken down now. We'll turn the rest of the sugar in and start to stir it, trying to dissolve the remainder of the sugar into the mix. Little residual sugar down the bottom's not too bad. And there you go, the traditional serve. In many classic cocktail books, absinthe counts as an essential ingredient in any bar because of its unique characteristics. The intensity of the green anise style has meant that classics like the Sazerac, Monkey Gland, and Bobby Burns use very small amounts. However, with the Czech style of absinthe, light green fairy, it means that it can be used as a base spirit in cocktails. Now, with that in mind, it makes an interesting alternative to a G&T to create an AT&T, or absinthium and tonic. Now we'll take the glass, fill it with ice, and over that we'll pour some green fairy. Wedges of lime, similar to the G&T, and then top off with tonic. Give it a nice slight stir. Now, green fairy's wicked brother, Darbel, is a little bit higher in proof, so it needs a little bit of special consideration when you're mixing it with other alcoholic products. Now, Darbel in Czech means devil, so watch out. Now, the first drink we're going to make with Darbel is something I like to call the black magic, okay? Now, what we start off is with a shot glass. We're going to put in 3 parts coffee liqueur, and 1 part Darbel, which we're just going to float over the surface here. Alright, the next step is the fire. Now, because Darbel is high proof, this should light quite easily. There we go. Now we're going to grab ourselves our ground nutmeg and sprinkle some over the top. This should give us our magical effect. Now, the burning of the Darbel will reduce the alcohol volume. The beautiful coffee liqueur will smooth that out as well. And then the nutmeg will bring it all together. Now, always remember, never try and blow a flaming shot out. It could backfire. Just simply grab yourself a napkin and place it over the top. Now, give it a few moments, and that shot is ready to drink. This next absinthe we're about to use, one of the very few that actually has the herbs macerating in the bottle, making it a continuously infusing absinthe. The other very special thing about Corona is that the recipe is over 100 years old. First, we add in the Corona, equal amounts of Alizé Gold, passion fruit liqueur, and a vanilla liqueur, in this case, Liquor 43. Most importantly, some fresh pineapple juice. We'll fill that shaking glass up with ice. Teeny glass, nice and chilled. It's usually a good idea to double strain. There we go, beautiful coloration. Nice, simple pineapple leaf. And there we go, the golden spell.